Hey, everybody. I'm just waiting for everybody else to jump on. So happy you're here. Hey, everybody. Can everybody hear me now?
Hi, Alicia. We can hear you.
Hey, good. It's hard. Everybody's showing up as Dwayne, so it's hard to tell who's here. Patrick on?
All right.
There we go.
That took a minute. Perfect. Thank you.
Hey, everybody.
Exciting day, Alicia.
We're pumped. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jess. Hey, Deborah. All right, I think we're 2 minutes after, so I'll just start by saying thanks, everybody. Glad to see you. Super excited. We're gonna get, hey, Kurt. We're gonna get right down to it. We've got some great content for you guys. We want to share with you how you can get new referral partners and skyrocket your closing. So in as little as 5 minutes a day, we have a perfect blend of authenticity and automation for you. So glad you're here. We're going to make it worth your while. And we've got all kinds of good content to share with you. And with that, I'm going to introduce Patrick Shaw, who's my business partner in this app. I'm super excited that Patrick took time out of his busy day, just like you all have. So we're going to make it count. Take it away, Patrick.
Super excited, Alicia. And we are going to roll out a platform that I really believe is going to change the mortgage industry. There are a lot of challenges facing the average loan officer today. And with the technology side, which we're providing, and the incredible content that you're providing, and all the work that has gone into it. So thanks for all those folks listening in that are part of the team that have helped us, Alicia and I, to collaborate here. Excited about that. But how to get new referral partners and skyrocket your closings. That's the goal. And again, Alicia, to have your leadership, input, insights, the content, it really is incredible. Your experience in the industry is really well documented. You've been helping for more than 2 decades, not to date you in any way, but more than 2 decades, right? And you've been featured in all kind of national publications. There's a reason, because you've done it personally and you've taught people to do it. And that's exciting. And when folks see the content that we have, almost an advertising agency in the palm of your hands, it's pretty incredible. And the average loan officer, Alicia, is facing a lot of challenges today.
Yeah, I mean, we get lots of loan officers who come to me for coaching, and consistently, and you guys out there, you know, I'm sure, let me know if this resonates, if you want to put a 1 in the chat. I don't even know if we have access to do that. But I mean, we hear time and time again, lack of leads, lack of consistent leads, or you meet with a realtor and then you think they're going to send you a deal. They don't send you a deal. And then, you know, there's no consistent action plan, right? Whether it's you don't do the income producing activities first, or you do get a deal and then you get sidetracked with that deal. There's not a consistent action plan, and there's not a way to reach out consistently to referrals day in and day out, right? The people don't pick up the phone if you call them, right? They're
and Alicia, for you to help people, one of the challenges that exist today, for you to help people in this space to get personal coaching from you, you know, as you've shared with me, there's only so many people that can afford that, have access to that. Sure. And what they're going to see today is your greatest insights built into a platform where the average person, as well as the elite person, can get access at really a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So look, the fundamentals in the mortgage business haven't changed, right? We know it's about the relationship. We know communication is really important. We know that really, even when you're in the whirlwind of closing loans, that you have to stay in prospecting and follow-up mode. And that's a challenge for people. The pipeline is full, you get buried, you're so busy closing, and then you come out of it and the pipeline's not full. How can you stay in as little as 5 or 10 minutes a day? How can you stay in prospecting mode and mining referral partners? And those are the fundamentals. But on the other side, Alicia, we've got the environment, this digital world that we all live in today that is become increasingly competitive, that you almost have to be a digital marketing expert. You have to get involved in social selling. You need all kind of different tools. And these are the tools of a digital marketer. Now, I don't want to scare you here. This is not what you have to do, but this is what the average person is faced with. And one of the problems that Alicia is trying to solve for the average loan officer. And that is, like, surveys are pretty cool. You could sign up for SurveyMonkey, create some really cool surveys that are targeting loan officers or referral partners, ask a few questions, get into their head, and then be able to follow up effectively. But are you going to sign up for SurveyMonkey and create your own surveys? How about?
And then even if your company has it, because I don't want you guys to think this is a CRM, it actually goes over or in place of all your CRM. Over is best. It's actually where you start with. So yeah, if you do have some of those things through your company, is your company keeping in those, or are you keeping those? Are you going to be with your company forever? That's the other thing. All this is in your app, and it goes with you wherever you go.
Isn't that, I mean, that's such a big deal. And all of these tools, CRMs, surveys, email campaigns, capture pages. You could sign up for ClickFunnels if you even know what it is. It costs you $300 a month. You need to create your own digital page that you can post to social, that you can generate leads, and it's all personalized to you. because you don't want to give that data away to either your company or Facebook or YouTube, or you want to own that data, but you're not a digital marketer. So here's an alternative. And this is what's happened through this partnership. Alicia has created a toolbox that has all of this pre-built. Like literally, you don't have to figure out any of it. And all these tools talk to each other. So a survey can talk to a capture page that can talk to a video, and it can all feed into your own personal CRM. And that's really powerful. All you have to do is download an app. An app today that you're going to see has a whole series of incredible benefits built in under one umbrella. So literally in 5 minutes or less, you download the platform, you will answer some questions, and then everything is personalized to you. So when we say the capture page is created, it's created by Alicia and her team, keeping you in mind, and it's personalized to you with your picture, your social feeds, and all the content comes to you. So Alicia never sees it, right? When your
No, never. And
prospect,
yeah, I'll jump in too, Patrick, and also say the great thing about that is if you guys may or may not have seen the whole series that we're doing on the science behind the sales, all these messages are crafted to create micro commitments and build trust with clients and your realtor referral partners on both ends of the transaction, buyers and listing agents both, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's all tested and proven, right? I can't tell you how many times I've, run in the office and I hear young loan officers and older loan officers just staring at their screen, trying to figure out, how do I reply to this email? What do I say to this text? I want to call this
Right.
realtor, but I have call reluctance. All you have to do is message them on the app. Like literally, you don't have to worry about any of that reluctance because it's coming right out of your app. And the beautiful thing is, one of the many beautiful things is, unlike some other systems, this actually messages right from your phone. So it's not some dummy fake number that somebody sees immediately is not really you, right? It's your cell phone number that's working through the app. And then also your email, right? Your work email, whatever email you put in, you want the work one to come right from the app. So all that is all that, again, just taken off your plate. And as I love to call it, it's the easy button all day long, but really it's not all day. 5 minutes a day, you guys will have this built. You'll have these relationships.
It's one of the hardest things to explain to people is that all these platforms out there, especially the social platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of them, right, is YouTube. The challenge with these platforms is they are harvesting you and your prospects' data. That's
Absolutely.
what we do. We think of these great tools because they're free. Well, they're not free. You pay a price for them through your personal data and your prospects' data. You build a relationship with somebody on LinkedIn and you start talking about mortgages, their algorithm turns around and sells advertising to your competitor in town. And all of a sudden, what's popping up on their Facebook feed or their YouTube feed? Mortgage rates, a competitor's offer, whatever. Use these, right? Use these platforms, but we're going to show you how to get it into your private platform where nobody is stealing that data. Now, one of our favorite books is this 4 Disciplines of Execution, and it's the #1 best-selling business book in the world. And if you want to know what is this platform that you're hearing about today all about, it's all about helping you achieve your wildly important goal in the mortgage business. And the book goes on to say, well, how do you do that? You act on the lead measure. And the lead measure is prospecting and follow-up. It's a consistent flow of referrals, of communication with your prospects. It's telling your story. It's being able to be in any environment or have 5 minutes to kill while you're waiting to pick up your kids, and boom, you touched base with 3 different referral partners, right? Yeah. And then having a scorecard to keep you accountable and even having Alicia create some contests and some fun activities to make sure that you can go on a streak of your own in terms of being consistent. And this creates a cadence of accountability for yourself to hold yourself accountable consistently. Now, we call all this authentic sharing technology. We won't get into that, but let's get into the specifics, Alicia. Let's start talking about, now we're going to show you the platform and we're going to show you how these different features that Alicia talks about are built into the platform so you can actually take action. But let's slow down for a minute and let's talk about some of the resources that you've built into the platform, Alicia.
Yeah, absolutely. So to start with, you get 4 realtors roadmaps. So we call them roadmaps to make it simple. And we're actually going to show you a little further on down how they actually look in the app. But we made a roadmap for the buyer's agents that you're currently working with, right? Maybe you have an automated drip campaign. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just call them when there's a problem with the file, right? We also have resources and tools in the app that you can have them take a survey so that you know whether they need to be contacted only if there's an emergency with the file or they want an update every week. We specifically asked them, we wrote a survey to ask them how they wanted to be treated. So if you guys know, you've heard of the golden rule, right? Treat others how you would like to be treated. But the platinum rule that I learned from Tony Robbins, and I'm sure he got it from somebody else. So the platinum rule is treat others how they actually want to be treated. Not how you want to be treated, how they want to be treated. So there's also surveys that you can have the realtors take. They're quick. They're like 5 questions. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Info comes back to you in the app. But there's a roadmap on buyers agents you're currently working with, right? So you can update them. There's a roadmap on what to say and how to engage with buyers agents that you want to work with, right? So a referral, realtor referral partner, a prospect for you, right? We've taken all the pain and suffering of you guys trying to figure out how often to text and what to say when you do text, if you should call or you should text. Boom, boom, boom. It's in there, and you not only can connect with them via text, but you can also connect with them through social media. You can send that message to them or even have them take that survey. There's a whole survey series that is also, besides how they want to be treated, there's a great article in there that talks about how most people are actually dissatisfied with their lender, right? So it creates doubt for that realtor, gives you that window, that opening to get right in there and start building that relationship. So buyers agents you want to work with, that's a whole roadmap that we wrote for you. Listing agent for deals still on the market. Yes, the market's hot, and we know that if it hasn't sold, there's either a problem with the property or the price is too high, but I've got some great secret tools and tips for you guys in there and how you can get your way in there with that listing agent and become the preferred lender for the listing agent. Then guess what? You're not on the bidding war on the buyer's side because you get the buyer because you're the listing agent's preferred lender. And then last but not least, listing agent contact roadmaps for the deal you have in process. How many of you guys consistently reach out to the listing agent to build a relationship with them? It's just as important as the buyer's agents because these days, more important than ever, they got 20 offers and they see it's you and they love you. Honestly, they're going to give you a call back and your buyer has a better chance of getting that accepted. It happens to me all the time, and it can happen to you too in less than 5 minutes a day. So with these, you guys, you'll see you'll be able to connect with new referral partners easily, and you never have to worry about what to say or when to say it. So we said that this can be, you can do this in 5 minutes a day, and what used to take you an entire week. So we took, like I keep saying, it's the easy button all day long. So in the app, I'm just going to tell you a few more things, and then we'll get in there. We got all kinds of bonuses for you guys as well, because it is new and we're super excited and we want as many people as possible to benefit from it. Okay, so you connect with new referral partners easily. You'll be able to generate client referral pages, right? These look great. All you need to do is you'll put your photo in the app if you want to put your company logo too, but it'll generate client referral pages with your contact info. Not mine, it's all about you. I created this app. I worked a lot of hours and a lot of months to create this app with our partners at Rapid Funnel for you. So auto-generated client referral pages, auto-generated referral partner pages. They're already done for you. Pre-built quiz funnels for new referral partner generating. And then also there's curated content. So we put together a whole series of drips that are actually relevant. You know, when you get those email drips, you know as well as I know that they're you to 1,000 people. These are not like that. They're short, they're sweet with content that's relevant for your realtors, right? Like business boosters for them. All kinds of great videos that I hand selected. We also have pre-written surveys that give you powerful insight about your referral partners, like the one I mentioned about the realtors. How do you like to be treated, right? Do you prefer text or phone or email, right? These are important things. And then live events. You can actually, there's a wizard in there that you guys can actually host a Zoom webinar from the app. And guess what? When they register for that, you get all their contact info in the app and all your leads are there in one place. It's so powerful.
Alicia, if I could for 1 second, the reason we call this authentic sharing technology, right, is because of that bridge the gap part. That earlier screen I showed you is that authenticity is important. A relationship is important. And we can't forget that you have to use technology today. But all these tools that are traditionally out there are kind of built for a one-to-many approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're meant for you to spam tons of people, and you do your best to sound authentic when you send all this stuff, but it's not really authentic. And if I'm looking for a loan, I don't want to just deal with the website. That's why the people part will never go away. There's too many complexities. We're dealing with a lot of money, and there's trust issues. And I trust in a person. And if you can use digital tools, but use them genuinely in a more authentic way, and the content that Alicia has created allows you, it's pre-written, it's using the right language, but it's from you to the prospect, right? That is really, really powerful. So let's jump to the next one, and we're going to pull up the app here in just a few minutes. Some of the things that we'll no longer need to do, Alicia.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about building these funnels. I mean, to tech guy, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but tech is not my expertise. I mean, thank goodness for Patrick and Kirk and Dwayne, because that's, I mean, I went into doing all the work with crafting these and testing these messages. These messages have been proven to work for years, actually, I mean, I've been using them for a long, long time. So I wanted to put them all together, but honestly, without these guys that do the tech, that's not what I do. The beautiful thing is they made this app so easy, even I can use it.
Alicia, it's crazy to me that in the past, you know the words, so you would stand on a stage or you'd consult somebody and you say, hey, here are the words to use. I will send you an email and you can print them all out. And then when the actual loan officer is talking to somebody, they got to go find this piece of paper and they got to try to read the words, or they got to rewrite a text every single time using those words. It's all built in. Now I go,
it's all in the app, and there's even, so the initial messages, and then there's even bonus scripts in there on like what to do on your initial intake call with a new buyer's agent, with a new listing agent, questions to ask them, parameters to set, timelines to check in on them. I mean, it just goes on and on. So you'd have to do all that. Tech guy, pay for all these other services to have it. It's ridiculous.
So what you've built in, what we've talked about so far, and we're going to get to, again, we're going to get to the app and exactly how you can engage, but you're going to get the 4 realtor roadmaps, which if you went directly to Alicia and said, hey, I want you to create these for me, we're literally talking about thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, right? And you get
absolutely.
the 1-year mortgage marketing app. So that's going to be built in to what we're offering you today specifically. And then you're going to get the ideal avatar training for LOs.
Right. This is great. This took me lots of training with other people and myself. I mean, I'm no stranger to paying for coaching. I mean, I don't hesitate to say I've easily spent almost $500,000 in training for myself. I'm always trying to learn new things. I want to do it better and better and be the best I can be at whatever I'm working on. So this ideal avatar, I've worked with all kinds of marketing experts on, and I created this course to help you actually figure out what your ideal avatar is, who you want to work for. So with you guys, let me know if this resonates. You can put a yes in the chat, but how many of you guys can't stand working with people who call you at 8 o'clock at night, 7 a.m. Saturday morning, or maybe it's bad credit, or you got somebody that doesn't have money for down payment and like doesn't want down payment assistance and go through all the hoops. So things like that. If that's who if you like working with them, then that's fantastic, right? They can be your ideal avatar. But if you don't, like me, I have a very specific multiple ideal avatars that I work with, and I'm happy to work with them. They respect me. They appreciate me. They're thrilled when I call them to talk about this or that or walk through their scenario. It's not an adversarial. You know how some people want to shop you and all that kind of shenanigans? That's not my ideal avatar. I'm not saying that you can't have that business too if you want it, but you have the opportunity with this ideal avatar course to get super dialed in on exactly who you want to work with. And then you can do it again and again and again. So I wanted to give you guys the most bang for your buck. So we went ahead and put that in the app. So you'll get that ideal avatar course as well.
Plus the money-making USP course.
Yes. So once you create your ideal avatar, then you can go ahead and create your USP, which some people call it an elevator speech. Some people call it, it stands for unique sales proposition. This concept has actually been around for a long, long time, but no one's tied it to the ideal avatar first, so that you create your unique sales proposition to attract your ideal avatar, right? It's the 1-2 punch that enables you to go out and have a great rapport while attracting people you actually want to work with and love working with. And then you're able to build a referral system that through the app, right, by using these messages, that helps you grow that and grow that and grow that, so that you have a consistent pipeline of deals that actually close and that you really want to work with, that you enjoy working with, and that appreciate you.
I wonder how many times the words "I'm already working with a lender" have been said on a monthly basis, right? Across the country, right? And if people knew exactly how to respond to that immediately, what would that be worth? So we're talking about 4 things so far: the Realtor Roadmap, the 1-year mortgage marketing app, which all this is built into, the ideal avatar training, money-making USP course, and then as a bonus, which I know only comes, look guys, this is the first time, this is why we're so excited. I mean, if you can tell, this is the first time this has been really rolled out with all these resources built into the platform and crushing limiting beliefs for loan officers. Look, 90% of the business is it's mindset. It's
mindset.
It's our confidence. It's how we present ourselves. It's the certainty that we have that we are meant to succeed. And you're so good at this. And that's where that $500,000 that you've spent to hone all your skills and just listening to you talk and working with you, Alicia, you're the elite of the elite, but it is a taught skill. You weren't born with it.
No, I trained and trained and trained. I mean, I followed Tony Robbins around the planet for 3 years, right? And the first year still wasn't enough. I had to get 2 more. People laugh at me. They're like, you didn't get enough the first time. I was like, I guess not. So the Crushing Limited Beliefs course, I thought this was critical to add in right now, because a lot of loan officers that I talk with, they're just downtrodden. They feel beat down. It's hard to connect. Their deals aren't getting accepted. It's hard to build relationships since COVID. So there's so many challenges. So this Crushing Limited Beliefs for loan officers, I've tailored it for loan officers. It's a video course. You just jump in and we put it in the app. You don't even have to go anywhere else. There's actually, we haven't even gotten to it yet. There's video training for you. This USP and ideal avatar and Crushing Limiting Beliefs is actually in the app. You just go to the coaching section and there it is in video. I'm walking you through these slides. So if you're auditory and visual, like I am, I'm much more visual. The video is right there on your phone in the app. It's the easy button. You don't have to go anywhere else.
So let's show you the app specifically. Now we're talking about 6 different features or resources or tools, mentoring that you're going to receive in the offer we're talking about today. And the last but not least is we are launching a weekly training on best practices. So there's more than 30 different features with the resources built into those features that we're going to be training on literally a weekly basis. Now, if you were to purchase that course alone, the technology with all Alicia's insights, you put it to a calculator. What would that cost you on a weekly basis to have Alicia training on specific things? And I'll be with her on a bunch of those. But let's pull up the app specifically, and we're going to give some examples. Now, we can't do it justice in this amount of time, which is why we're going to have a weekly training to do a deeper dive on every single feature, how you can generate leads, follow up more effectively, get the mental side of things right. But let's take a look at the app, which is just gorgeous. Here we go. We're on the home screen. And Pat, make sure that contest gets in there. I think you're with us as quick as you can too. That would be awesome. And then, so Alicia, let's just do a high level overview of the features and the resources in the app. I'll touch on a couple. One is you want to have all your contacts in one private place. Okay, so if I click on contacts, all my contacts are here. You can see now I'm in a demo app, right? So you can see I have my contacts. I can have my hot prospects. This is an algorithm that based on what your prospects are doing. Let's say you reach out to somebody who's a common referral partner, Alicia, that I might use in the mortgage business.
Oh, a realtor for sure.
So I reach out to a realtor. I send them some content. Maybe I put them into an email campaign. I find out 6 months down the road, they've lost the loan officer that they really liked. They're feeling a little frustrated with them. They showed up late. They're not as professional as they used to be, or they never were. And I start clicking on resources. The algorithm is going to identify who your hottest prospects are, even though you might have touched base with them 6 months ago. There's an activity log. So every morning you wake up, you can click on your chronological activity log and see who your hottest prospects are. Who's clicking on content. So that's all built into the CRM. Of course, also I can label my prospects. I have notes. If I send a survey out and they fill out the survey, I can see the notes, the survey answers directly under notes. I can schedule my reminders that push to my iPhone or my Google Calendar, and I can look at my activity log for all of my individual prospects. Of course, I can rate my prospects personally, as well as the algorithm rates the prospects. Of course, Alicia would be a 5-star prospect, so I should have changed that first and foremost. But you see this, it's all built into your CRM and a ton more. If I go back to the home screen, Alicia, why don't you talk about resources for just a little bit here?
Yeah, so let's talk about those roadmaps. I mean, we highlighted the 4 realtor roadmaps, but there's actually more than that in the app. So if you look at, for example, you go to realtor prospects, and if you click on that plus button right there, you can see the first one you do is connect. So hit that real quick and you can see what that looks like. It's a pre-written text and invite to send info. So that just basically asks for permission. It's called permission-based marketing. That means you're not spamming your people, right? You ask them, they say yes, great. So all you're going to do is—
It's all self-explanatory. So if I look at that and I don't know, what is a pre-written text invite to send info? What does that mean? I just click on the words and the full explanation is there. Of course, if I want to send it, I just check the box, and you see the 3 links that pop up below. That's email.
Right? So that's, yeah, text, email, or that little share one. You can send it to them on social media. This is what we're talking about. Engage on these great platforms and then put them in your own private platform. So that's the first. Then the next step is value. So we talk about that too. Here's how you open that door with those realtors. 72% of consumers are disappointed with their loan officer. You think if you send this to your realtor, they're going to pay attention? And then here's what it looks like when you click on that. All right. So if you scroll down a little bit too, you'll see how this looks. All right. It's professional. And then here, we had a question about what are the website and landing pages. Right there at the bottom, it says Joe Funnel, but that would be your contact information, your headshot, right? They can book a call with you if you're signed in with Calendly. You can hook up your Outlook to that so they can make appointments. It would be your email address, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram accounts linked there, all done.
If
You input it once and that's
Alicia,
it.
if they went to a digital marketing firm in their neighborhood and said, I need you to create these pages, two things.
Thousands.
One is it would cost them thousands. And two is that digital agency isn't an expert in mortgage. But
No,
Alicia
they're not going to
is.
know the messages, what to say. So you can ask them to take that survey. You know, they can request a call that you call them, right? And here's your realtor I talked about. Here's your lender relationships, right? How's your relationship with your last or current lender? It's okay. I'm thinking about breaking up with them, right? We have a little sense of humor here. Do you have a lender you're actively sending your referrals to, right? So all these are already done for you.
Now,
Every
that
single
book a
time they
call
click
button-
on this, it's your info.
That book a call button will not show up unless you add your scheduling link. If you add your scheduling link and I click book a call, it's going to go directly to your scheduling link if you have one in there. Request a call back. That's going to come to you as the user of the platform directly and no one else. Right? I
Yep,
just
so
can't
you
get
own all
over
that.
how incredible that. I mean, this is one page and there are tons of these.
Yep. So those are the roadmaps, right? And then you can pick, is it a realtor that I have a deal in process with? What does that look like? You can click on get referrals. That asks for referrals. There's actually a referral page you can send out. If you go to your closings, I'm at the closing, I'm going to message the realtor right there, look at her across him or her across the table. I just sent you a text, right? We're at the closing table. Send me some more referrals right now. Now, if it's a realtor you have a great relationship, they may send you that all the time. They may not. You may think you have a great relationship, but they may not be sending you those. So, or if it's a new realtor, or if you want to text this to the listing agent, right? You close the deal on time or early. That gives me enough to ask for another referral. So you can also ask for these referrals while you're in process.
If that's not enough, now I'm so disappointed they can't type in the chat window. I think we didn't set that part up here on our first call properly because I'd love to hear the feedback. But it's just so incredible. Now, what if I stop for a second and I say, okay, Alicia, you've created some awesome content, but I have a couple articles that I use specifically that are really special to me. And I sure would love if I could send those articles and they were trackable. Okay, well, I just go to, see up top, company and personal. These are all the resources that Alicia's created for you, personalized to you. But what if I want to add a personal resource to my own platform? I just click personal, add new. I can have a pre-written message. I can add the URL there. We refactor that URL so it's trackable. If you send it to your prospect and they view that article, even though it's a third-party Inc. magazine article, you know when they clicked on it to read it, which is incredible. And that's all built into the platform. And these are the kind of things that Alicia is going to train on a weekly basis. Anything else there, Alicia?
No, I would definitely point out there's all kinds of campaigns and we can come back to that. But I think the other thing is I mentioned, yep, so there's a client prospect campaign and this is not spamming them. This is like, if you have a client that's like, you know, that client that they're like, oh, I might buy in 6 months. And you're like, whoo, you forget about them, right? Never do. I don't know if you throw their number out or you never put them in your list or whatever. If they put them in the app and you put them in here, it specifically even gives you the time frame. Like it sends them something every 30 days that's useful for them, specifically targeted, right? This is short and sweet and to the point. Okay. But it tells you how often it's going to go out. 30 days, the opt-in, then 30 days, 90 days, 60 days, 150. Like, you know, it's not, you're not spamming them twice a week for the next, because they're gonna just they're gonna unsubscribe, and then you'll never get them. But this way, you just get them on autopilot. So there's that for clients. There's that for realtors as well. That can be on either side of the transaction, buyer side, listing side as well. And then if you go ahead, Patrick, and click on that coaching session, I just want to show them real quick how easy it is to get extra help, right? You click on that coaching, bam, crushing limiting beliefs course. So I think we have what, the first 3 in there with the intro. So that's actually 14 modules that are all in there, and we're just dripping them out 1 or 2 a week for you. So you can take them as they come, or you can wait and then just take them all at once. And then if you back up that, there's so many more great info. Prospecting fundamentals, right? These are all for you guys. They're specific to the mortgage industry, right? These are all these videos that we've already done, the science behind the sales, reducing uncertainty in your mortgage business, right? And then we also have a bunch of these. So this is also with Patrick's partner, Rocco, who did these with me. So you can get all those. And then actually, if you go back to that section real quick, Patrick, if you guys have any question, there's daily training, but at the bottom, rapid funnel app training, right? If you have questions about how to use the app, the answers are all in the app for you, right? There's no reason to get stuck at any time. This is available to you 24/7. And then, like I mentioned, also, we have daily training Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock every day. And there's a question and answer after every session. You can get all your questions answered. So you're all set.
I'm thinking you underpriced it. I'm just throwing it out there. But anyway, I mean, seriously, we're going through this together for the first time. Obviously, it's all been created and so much work's been put into it. But this is the first where we've gone through this whole thing. And I'm sitting here thinking, man, like if I were in the mortgage business and I were trying to learn from the best of the best, and I didn't just, it's like you have to go into the field of battle and you're going to the arena, the Roman theater, right? You're going into the arena and there's somebody on the sidelines that says, okay, there's a few lions and all this. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You go get them. And they push you out there. This is different. This is Alicia saying, hey, here's all the gear you're going to wear. Here's the weapons you need. And I'm going to go with you. And we're going to do this together because I provided you all the tools, the systems, the language, the words, the technology. It just blows my mind about how much easier it would make for somebody, whether they were experienced or new, to go crush it. Right? So,
yeah.
So Alicia, we should stop here. Listen, there's no way, I promise you, that we can even begin. The campaign features unbelievable. Contest. Alicia's going to start running contests to support you in growing your business. Now, I don't know who's making exposures, but we added this contest about 5 minutes ago. And Jamie,
yeah, so that's just a sample, right? But we can have a leaderboard in there, and I'll put together some great prizes. But the bottom line is, the more you participate in that contest and just using the app, the more money you're going to make, because the more prospects you will have that will turn into closed business. And the more closed business you have, the better care you take of them, the more referrals you're going to get, and the bigger your pipeline grows. And the great thing is this is super easy for you to manage in just 5 minutes a day. Piece of cake.
And it gets rid of excuses, because you can go to stats at any time, and it's like a mirror that tells you the truth. It tells you exactly your level of activity and the quality of your follow-up. We won't get into that.
You can look in here, and if you're not working, it's going to tell you, right? Because there's 2 pieces to getting new business. One is what you say, how you say it, when, right? But the other is actually doing the work. And you'll see if you don't have enough engaged, or if you don't have enough exposures, something's missing. The app tells you what you're doing, right?
It's pretty exciting. So
Couldn't make it any more simple than that.
Bringing this to a bit of a close here, we have a lot of integrations. We haven't talked about Zoom integrations or Facebook or Google Analytics or CityGrow or all the different things that you can do if you want to be an advanced user. What we do know is if you wanted to do this yourself, here's everything basically you need. You need some kind of funnel building software, which, I think the best platform for that is ClickFunnels. You'd have to build your own funnels. Well, that's $300 a month, actually. We called it $997 a year, but you get the idea, right?
It's not, it's
3,000,
3,600 a month. Yeah, a year. It's
Right.
more than that for sure.
right?
Then you have to hire somebody to build your funnels.
Yeah, you got to hire somebody to build it. That's just the
Just because you have the
software.
software, it doesn't mean it gets built for you. It doesn't happen from osmosis.
You've got copywriters. You'd have to hire Alicia one-on-one for coaching for 3 months, right? And we started laughing when we were planning for this call, Alicia. The reality is we're like, oh, that's enough. Because when you start adding it up, like you're getting
We
to
could
like
go
50 or
on
60.
and on
Yeah,
and
I mean,
on.
it's just
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
So,
So obviously we're not going to charge you $30,997 and, or even $16,997, which would be on the low end. But just think for a minute, if I did charge you $30,997 and all it did was show you exactly how to build your referral network in just 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, would that be worth it to you? Just think about it. Or if all it did was get you quality referral partners who send you deals consistently, would that be worth $30,997? Right? How much are you guys paying for, maybe even you have a coach? How much do you pay them? Right? This does it for you, right? You can call it gamifying or playing on your phone, whatever, 5 minutes a day. And if all it did was help you intake and process more referral leads and have more closings, would that be worth $30,997?
and just for some of you, if you're having a hard time connecting the dots, I mean, you go to the app, you go to resources, you post it to social with a pre-written message that says, I'm doing some market research on the mortgage industry. I'd love to get your feedback if you've ever used a loan officer before. And you have a bunch of real estate people on your social page, and they're sitting there and they got 2 or 3 minutes to kill, and they take your 1 minute survey and they tell you, because Alicia created the survey, it's a problem aware survey, not a product or a solution. She's getting into their psyche, and they're answering questions that make them think, does a loan officer even do that? Is there such a thing of a loan officer that thinks that way? And it intrigues them. And now how they answered the questions, because it came to you via a push notification, and you generated 5 new prospects leveraging social, and you immediately got them out of the platform into your own private network. It's just crazy.
Yeah, because it's going to capture all their info when they put it in to fill out the survey. So, all right. So if you were able to get all that new business, the system that makes it turnkey and super easy, obviously it'd be actually worth more than $30,997. But since you guys are here on the webinar, we're going to go ahead and give you today's special discount only today, $997. That's everything you get, and you get the app for 1 year, 12 months. And once you guys download this, you want to start using it right away, right? I know from experience and many, many coaches, it takes 21 days to make a new habit. Get this today, download it today, start using it today. 5 minutes a day. 30 days from now, you'll be, 30 days from now, you'll be richer. 60 days from now, you'll be richer than that. 90 days from now, you'll be even richer than that. And when this, subscription is done in 12 months and you renew for another less than $1,000, give me a break. It's worth it 300 times what we're charging. That's my gift to you guys.
We're going to put this link. You'll see a link that shows up in the chat that you can click on to go to the Getting Started page. Okay, that's one option. Now, when you go to that Getting Started page, you will be offered a monthly option or a yearly. Understand that more than half of the benefits of what we went through today are on the yearly only. Now, you can sign up for the monthly, but you'll lose out on the mentoring mindset piece and a few of the other features. You can elaborate on that, Alicia, but if you sign up for the yearly, we will automatically, it'll take a couple hours, but it'll automatically, all that content will automatically show up in your platform. This is an offer for today only, and you may see the price change very dramatically over the next 30, 60, 90 days. It could quickly go up, right? We're launching this, and based on the feedback that we've received already, we think it's probably going to go up, right? Pretty quickly. So just know that is a today offer. I'm going to pull up the getting started page here in just a second, Alicia, so folks can see that as well. All right, there we go. That's the page you'll see. All you have to do is say, get started now. Go through that link that should be in the chat window. I'm sure somebody's posted it there for us in the chat window. You can
put it
click
in
on
there.
that link.
Yep.
And there is no way for people to ask questions on this particular call through chat, is there? Or could
There are yep, we're good. We've answered all of them.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. Awesome. Fantastic. And well, that's awesome. I didn't see any on my end, but maybe in the admin they can see those and get those answered then. Awesome.
Yeah, I made sure
Okay.
we answered them all. We're good. If anybody has any other questions, go ahead and put them in.
And Alicia, is there money back guarantee if you sign up for the year? It's a fair
I mean,
question.
we can have a money back guarantee for the next 2 weeks, but you're not going to have a year to try it. We want you guys to try it immediately and get results now.
Okay, but that's it. So we'll do a 2-week money. I'm fine with that too. Listen, if you get in and you start using it, there's no way that, by the way, that for whatever it's worth, this is not a beta. It's the first ever in the mortgage industry, but we've got some of the best coaches, top coaches in the world in multiple verticals that have done this, and we know it's going to work. We go and find the very best coaches in individual verticals to partner with. And that's why we're so excited, because Alicia's the best of the best. We know it's going to work, but you got a 2-year, just like that. You got a 2-year money back or money 2-week money back guarantee. Sorry, 2-week money back guarantee, and that'll give you plenty of time to get in there, start using it, and get plugged in. The weekly trainings will make a huge difference. We have the first one coming up. That will be in the app, by the way. We didn't show you the calendar in the app, but it will be in the app under the calendar of events. And the very first training is next Monday at 12:15 Eastern time. So if you become a subscriber, you will immediately get push notifications. It will be in your calendar events, and we will be communicating to you via email to make sure you know about that training event. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else, Alicia? We can wrap up. Super excited.
Yeah, we had somebody that asked about the onboarding process. Yeah, I mean, again, we went through that. If you go to the coaching section, there's everything on how to use it and use the app. And then as well as there's training every day, Monday through Friday, and there's a question and answer session after. So Pat, I don't know if you're on the call, if you can put in the chat where they can go to get the live training Monday through Friday, that would be helpful. But it's in the app as well, how to do anything. I mean, basically you download the app, you go ahead and upload your picture, your contact, it walks you through it. It's very, very simple. I don't know, Patrick, you want to just jump on and show that piece? If you can still share the app. If you can't, we can definitely send out a video on how to do it.
I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. Which piece am I showing?
Just show them when they go to their contact info, how they would just update it, right? So if you look at your own contact card, all right, you're going to go through there. So no, if you look at if it was your own card.
Oh, my digital business card.
Yeah. So this is the simple part. Like, it's super simple. You download the app through the App Store or iTunes, and you're going to go my card, right? So you just click on that. You click on your personal details, right? You're going to put in your email address, your contact info, your headshot, and you're all set. You're done. Like, it's that simple. You can add your social media buttons. You can add them later. You can add them in initial setup, but it's it's super easy and intuitive. And like I keep saying, it's
And
the
this-
easy button. Like, if I can do it, it's easy. See, you scroll down, you put on Facebook. It even
And this will
tells
be
you.
one of the first weekly trainings that we hold is how to personalize your content. And understand, when you personalize this is what's so crazy. Maybe you're not on Facebook, but you are on Twitter and LinkedIn. Well, when you put your Twitter and LinkedIn account here, it will automatically populate on all the capture pages. So you won't have a broken Twitter or Facebook link or YouTube. Those links only populate if you filled them out here automatically. And all this is pushed through to your surveys, your capture pages, etc. It's really extraordinary technology. And all you have to do is go to settings, and it's all right there. Additionally, it'll be one of the first trainings we do, and you'll have access to all of those trainings as they are released in the coaching section as well. Yep.
So we got to thank you for doing that, Patrick. So we had a couple questions. Yep, I was gonna say, okay, Kurt answered, no sign up today. You need to sign up for an annual plan. People are asking, is there a promo code? Nope, just sign up for the annual plan and you'll get everything we talked about. If
We're
you
going to
signed up,
we're going to manually go in today only, and we're going to upgrade all those individuals. You don't even have to do anything.
we're gonna
And
do
if
it.
they happen to
immediately.
get lucky enough to not come here and they signed up, they're going to get that, but it's one day only. Correct.
Today only. So yeah, so if you did sign up before and you're on the $99 a month, I would say just if you want to message the host and panelists and give us your contact info, you don't have to send it to everybody. Send it right now. And then if you want to upgrade to the annual, and just say, I want to upgrade to the annual plan.
Fair enough,
You
Jim.
will already have the Crushing Limited Beliefs course stripped out, but we're adding in Ideal Avatar and USP and everything else. So if you want the annual plan, we'll give you I'm happy to honor those as well. Thank you for the
Awesome.
question.
Yep.
Cool. Anybody else? Anything else we could answer for you? Now's the time, because you got me.